It's day 40 something. So something very interesting happened. I didn't get all my blood work back, but the blood work company called me and they're like, okay, we have some news for you. I was like, holy shit, this is not a good, you don't want your blood work people giving you a call. They're like, your cholesterol levels are crazy high. It's like 345. I couldn't check the panel, but I think it was 345 is what he said. I didn't even know what that meant. I looked it up. Apparently that's crazy high. And so I was reading a few studies, watching some interviews with different cardiologists, etc. I don't know how to take it, but what I found was that oftentimes people's LDL cholesterol will like spike up like crazy when they enter ketosis, and then it'll wean off after time. And especially people who are, I don't remember what the phrase was, lean mass hypergainers or something. There's a certain phenotype that is more easily gonna like have a spike in cholesterol from any kind of dietary change, let alone the kind of stuff that I'm doing. So I mean, does it make me nervous? Yeah, slightly. I wonder about like, here's the thing though, like the changes that I'm seeing are concrete, and there's one number here that seems to be off from what, I don't know, traditional doctors might say, or what traditional doctors used to say. And I'm not entirely convinced that this is like a bad thing, but it is maybe just something to watch for. Maybe it's time to like pull in a metabolic psychiatrist or a metabolic dietitian or a metabolic somebody to like guide me through part of this process. And it does make me think about different things like my stress levels and sleep and all this kind of stuff. Like, people with mental illnesses tend to have like a 10 to 20 year shorter lifespan. Now, part of that might be due to higher suicide rates, but I do wonder sometimes about what would happen. Like, I talked to God about this. What would happen if I were to just completely focus my entire life dedicated on my physical health? Like, I envision a life where I'm not inside the house except to like eat and sleep, but I'm out and active. I'm out in the sun and I'm out swimming and I am lifting weights and I'm running and doing all this active stuff and like getting my body to a point where it's like maximizing my bodily potential in a way that, my mental, physical, and emotional health is like in line. And then there's these questions of like, oh, how do you make money doing that? There's all kinds of things where you don't know how you make money, I read a quote from Jung that said, if the path in front of you is clear, it's probably somebody else's. I thought, that is very interesting. Yeah, it's been pretty predominantly in my mind, this vision of just going completely all in on my health and cataloging it. That might be the difference, like cataloging it so other people can learn from it. This is just kind of me lazily doing it. It's almost like right now my health and my wellness is something that I do at the end of each day that I just kind of fit into other stuff like work and whatnot, but that doesn't feel right. Yeah, I'm not sure what to make of all this. But I do know that where I am emotionally and physically compared to 45 or whatever it was 50 days ago when I started this process is significantly better. I mean, I can see it. I quantify it. I mean, today I would say I'm at an 8.2. I don't know what else to do with that. This is working. There's one number. And how are we so sure that this one number, what evidence is there to suggest that this one number, LDL cholesterol, is the end-all be-all of health and wellness? What evidence? I mean, I'd be happy to see it, but it's a question that I have to ask. See you next time.